Hello, my name is Sean Holland. I'll be one of your hosts on today. I'm 14 years old.
My name is Natasia. I'll be your host today, and I'm 17 years old.
Now, here's a video on entrepreneurship by will.i.am.
We live in a different time, and we need to start educating the youth on the new tools that change the world. So, a 7-year-old needs to learn what he or she can do, not when they're 30, but when they're 17. Right? We need to start earlier. We need to start training entrepreneurs at 6, not at when you graduate high school at 18, because you're going to lose a lot of them at 12. Right when that puberty hits, boom, they're gone, especially if they come from inner cities. They've already made up their mind. They don't know how hard it's going to be by messing up and, But education is important even earlier now. We have to start at 6 years old, especially in America.
Okay, so today we have a lot of special guests lined up for you guys. First up, we have the CEO of TeensLOLTV magazine. Can we give her a round of applause? Well, I'm Natasia.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Sean,
Nice to meet you.
So can you tell the audience a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name is Shirah Whitehead, and I'm 24 years old. Since everybody telling their age, I'll tell mine. So I'm not a teen, but I was a teen before, so I can touch base on with you guys. I'm an entrepreneur, and I have so many different businesses that I launched. Teen Era magazine being the first business that I launched, and my second business, which is Shirah LLC, which is a cosmetics, clothing, jewelry, fashion line that I named after myself. And so it's just a bunch of different businesses in one. And currently I just graduated from Specs Howard School of Media Broadcast. So I'm doing radio and TV production. So that's exciting always. And so I'm just, just normal, I guess. College student looking for a job and just really focusing on my businesses.
So for the first question, how do you feel your businesses impact the youth in a positive way?
I'm all about youth empowerment. I always want to be relatable to the youth because I was a youth at a point in time in my life. So I always put positive energy out there. I always put positive, I put the word of God out there first of all, because you can't do anything without God. And I always tell anybody or any youth, you must live for God. You should live for God. And I put that positive thing back out there for you guys because our youth is in trouble. And I realized that our youth, they need someone to pour into them. They need someone to motivate them, and they need to have an example. So I try to be the example that our youth need today.
Okay, and for the last question, how do you feel the youth can get more involved in the community?
I feel that really just figure out what fits you, what's your niche and what you're good at. I always want to get involved in the community myself. So it's like you got to figure out what you're called to do and what you want to do and make it work in your community and just really pour out and figure out what fits you.
So the topic today is Generation E, which stands for Young Entrepreneurs, and we have a young guest.
Yes, his name is Nick. He's from Okemos High School. Can we give him a round of applause? So, Nick, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and about what you do?
I work for Northwest Initiative. They had a entrepreneurship thing, so I signed up for it. So I work for them now, and I work on the farmers market and sell baked goods.
Oh, that's cool. Where do you see yourself in the long term with that program?
I'm going to be done with it this year. I don't want to continue it anymore.
Okay. And how does that program impact the community?
It helps feed people like healthier foods and yeah.
Thank you.
And that is very important.
Yes,
Do you guys have any questions for our guests? Any at all? Yes.
I have one for both of them, actually. One for the young lady. What made you get into your business? What made you want to play?
Well, I like to save money first. And I don't like working for people. I want to work for myself. I want to make my own money. I don't want I don't want my finance to be limited to what I make an hour. So I want to create stuff and invent stuff and just really have my own personal advantage over my own business and make my own money. So that was what made me really want to be an entrepreneur.
And for the young man?
And for you, how do you feel working at? Do you like it?
It's okay.
So I have a few questions for you. You have a question?
Was it hard, like, to create it? Like, did you want to give up at times?
Kinda, but at the same time, I was like, you know what? Because it took me 3 years to publish my magazine, and so I knew the final outcome. I knew that it would be something great, so that's what kept me motivated. But there were times where I was like, should I really be doing this, or do I really want to do this, or like, what am I doing? But at the end of the day, I just stayed motivated because I knew that it was something that's going to help people and not only myself. So that's what really pushed me.
You.
Will you ever, like, when you get older, will you ever open your own bakery?
If I can, I probably will.
Yes, Dan.
Do you do anything outside of what you do? Like, do anything other than like you do for fun or something?
I play football.
Football, cool.
I play for Sexton.
Oh, Sexton. Big Reds. Big Reds. How about you?
Do you enjoy baking?
It gets money.
Right here. You have a
You
question?
have a question?
Do you ever want to, like, start your, like, own show, like Master Chef or something like that?
So I'm guessing baking is just something that you did to earn money, not really something you really, really want to do as a career.
I mean, I would start it off as a career, but there's some things that I'm not quite good at, so.
Yes.
Can you really cook?
So I have 2 questions for you guys. The first question is, when did you guys realize this is something you both wanted to do, as far as clothing line and as far as baking, or wanted to go into the program? Doesn't matter, whichever one wants to go
I didn't know
first.
until after I graduated high school that I wanted to do like a magazine, and I always knew I wanted to do radio and TV since I was like 6. But with the magazine, I didn't know until after I graduated high school, and I got started on it immediately.
Okay.
It was one of the easiest things to do.
So what is the best dish you have ever baked?
It's like a fruit crumble kind of thing.
See, I don't really like cookies and stuff, but I feel like I really want you to bake one for me, just for the one time. So after this.
That's funny.
And so I have a question for you guys both personally. Do you guys have any people that influence you, hardship times where these people stood in the gap for you both?
Oh, well, my family always supports me, and sometimes you have to be your own motivation. I always tell people, never look to depend on people to be your motivation, to push you, which is always good to have a support system. Of course, my family was always there, but at the same time, have self-motivation. And so I really pushed myself, and my family really pushed me as well.
And what motivated you to even join that program in the first place?
I needed money, and then my mom kind of helped me get into it.
Thank you.
So where do you guys see yourself in 5 years?
5 years? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna be like, had to count for a minute. I see myself with my own talk show and radio program, because that's what I initially went to school for. And of course, the magazine, the lipstick line, the nail polish, just a bunch of different businesses. Like, I see myself as an entrepreneur and really building my own empire.
And what is what's your passion? Although that program may not be, but what do you really see yourself doing?
I'm not quite sure. I'm still probably going to be baking, but.
Right. That's good.
So if you guys could give any advice to the audience, what is one thing you would tell them to keep them encouraged in pushing and working towards their goals and dreams?
Want to go first? Okay, I would tell everybody to stay focused and get educated on your craft. If it's cooking, if it's being a fashion person, whatever it is that you like to do, get educated on your craft and never give up, because you want to take the knowledge that you have and apply it to what you have to be successful. So never get up, always never give up, but never turn down opportunities. Like if you get an opportunity to volunteer somewhere or to do something, never look to make money on the beginning end, but just sometimes you have to invest into yourself. So I would say definitely invest into yourself. If you have to spend more money out up front, then do so, because in the future it's gonna pay off.
If you have a passion, just like go for it. Don't care what anybody else says about it.
So it's game time to see if you guys are all listening and really engaged. So the first question I have is, what is her occupation? Or what are some things that is under her big program? Yes, you.
She has like a clothing line and she has a magazine.
Okay. Does anyone know the name of the magazine? Anyone? Guess? Would you like to guess, Sequoia?
Was it Teens
Era magazine.
Close.
Teen Era.
Can
Era.
anyone point out something they wouldn't have guessed about her that she spoke about? Does anyone have something they found interesting that she does? Sequoia?
I think it's interesting that you went into broadcasting, but yet you also, came up with a magazine, and it overall just shows that you're like a hard worker and that you actually go for what you want. And you're not only striving for one thing, you're doing a lot, and
Right.
it's inspiring.
Thank you.
And some questions for Nick. Do you guys remember what he does? What does he like to do? Do you guys remember what he said he would continue to do in 5 years? Great question. Does anyone out there want to go into the TV field, talk show, or have their own magazine or anything? Yes, what motivated you to want to?
I want to do TV because I like being in front of the camera, and I'm like outgoing and energetic and everything. So it'll be good for me to meet more people. And kind of she did too, because she's like doing different fields and everything like that. So it made me like think of I could do different fields at the same time and accomplish it.
So, what celebrities do you think are influencing our youth today?
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Of course. She influenced everybody. I just think that her and Jay-Z both are a big influence to the youth now. But I want to be a positive role model and influence to our youth. And that's what made me do the magazine, going back to the magazine thing and why I do what I do.
Do you agree?
Are there any chefs that influence you?
No.
No?
Okay, so next is Teens Learn, which is the news and events. So we have a So Official event in August. It's August 16th, where a whole bunch of youth will come together singing, dancing, acting, and performing. And they will bring awareness to one issue, which is bullying and suicide. If you guys would like to be a part, then please go look on TeensLOL.com. We have some of the dance members which will be performing, which is Sequoia, Linda. Also, we have the Progression Show, which is on July 30th, and you can talk about that since that's yours.
Okay. And then we actually have our mentor of the month, Sherry Anderson, and she created a global business conference, and she brings in ambassadors and presidents from all over the globe, and she connects smaller businesses to larger businesses, and she basically creates trading relations between the two. And now
I got this one. And then we also have the Peace and Prosperity Youth Event, which is July 25th. Teens LOL interview, which we did at Common Ground. So we went out into the community and we interviewed different artists, and we asked them how they feel their music influences you guys as youth, because we see that music is one of the big influences that you guys have. We asked them how they can influence you guys in a better way, what message they wanted to get across, and a lot of them said be positive and be yourself, and it's great to be different and unique. If you guys would like to go into the singing and acting career and stuff like that. And welcome back, everyone.
Hello, this is Shirah with Teen Era Magazine, and this is Nick, and he started his own baking line, we could call it. Can you both tell us a little bit about what you guys do? Nick, please.
All right. I sell cookies, like from any kind or any sort, and I bake stuff.
Thank you.
And I'm Shirah. I'm the editor-in-chief of my own Teen magazine, so I write and I interview people, I model for it, and I really push it out there. So I'm basically like my own publicist for now. And I have it here. And 4 people are going to get one for free because I bought some for the audience. And so I'm going to sign them and give them away too.
Okay.
Yeah, and then also if you guys want to order Teen Era Magazine, you can go to www.teeneramagazine.com. And you can contact me through Facebook. Just type in Teen Era Magazine on Facebook because I have a fan page. And if you want to email me to be a model, or if you want to write, or if you want to advertise your business like Nick and the other entrepreneurs, you can also contact me through my website as well at teeneramagazine.com.
Thank you.
Do you have a way that they can contact you for the cookies?
You could come to the Westside's Farmers Market, or yeah, that's it actually.
Would you guys like to pick 4 people from our audience and to give out your awesome?
Well, we're gonna do it like this. I'll pick 4 numbers, 1 through 10. Whoever, I'm gonna write the numbers down. Then whoever is closer, then I'll give it to them.
Okay. But you can actually instruct that.
Okay.
I got 3. My number's
No, we picking a different number.
Okay.
Okay, what's your number?
7. No, that's my number.
That was a number.
I know yes!
What's the number? That was a number.
Here at Teens LOL, one of our main goals is to really give back to community. We understand that sometimes we're blessed to be a blessing to others, so we like to go out into the community and just really share the gifts that God's given us, and just to really create a sense of community with our teens and just giving back. And now I'm gonna choose one person from the audience to tell about someone who's impacted their life in a great way. Okay, right here. Okay.
My mom, she impacted me in a great way because she is the reason why I'm here today. And she's the reason why I go to school and focus on being great.
Thank you. Okay, and we're going to ask all of our teens to repeat after me as we make an oath to take action. Okay, put your hand over your heart, please. Okay, say, from my heart, I promise to take action, to lead by example, and follow truth, to learn endurance, and self-discipline, to laugh despite of bad days, to love my neighbors, and haters as myself, and to live the right way out loud. Thank you.
So next is Teens Out Loud, which is the talent showcase part, and we have Taylor Tater.
Yep, she's 17. She's from Okemos, and she has a CD on iTunes. And she'll be performing a song called Pluto.
Can we give her a round of applause?
Cool. So, hi guys. My name is Taylor Taylor. I'm 17 from Lansing, Michigan. And I go to Okemos High School. And I also play the ukulele, as you can see. And this is a song that I wrote called Pluto. So, hope you guys like it. He said we're only friends, but there's no way to pretend there's not anymore. Unfortunate to me, and I'm trying my very best not to sabotage or protest what message would they send about me. These slim, but I love who I become when I'm with him. One day, one day, when Pluto is a how the story ends. They live happily ever after. And then what happens next? He will come to realize that the girl he grew for his entire life has it out for him. Where does she begin? Is it possible that there's a slightest chance? Is I slim, but I love who I become when I'm with him. Is a planet again. Our solar system seems a little empty. If it were me, I would approve Pluto's re-entry. And I apologize for how many times, but I think we better one day, oh, maybe one day, when Pluto is a planet. One day, oh, maybe one Pluto is a planet. He won't take me for granted when Pluto is a planet again. Thank you all very much. You can find me on like Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and all that stuff, and more music on TaylorTaylormusic.com. So thank you very much for having me.
That was so beautiful. That was amazing. I love it. I need to.
Do we have any more in the back? Because I want. Who was the last one? And what's your name? Kiera.